The wind carries a trace of ancient magic. Am I about to reclaim the tome that will change our fate? I whisper as we gallop down a narrow road bordered by stone pillars draped in lichen. The moon, a pale witness, gleams off my blade. Ahead, the gray river reflects drifting luminescent currents, signs of ancestral mana buried in its depths. I feel the weight of the fallen chalice at my waist and the rapid thrum of the beast heart against my ribs. Each hoofbeat brings me closer to a revelation that could forge, or shatter, Raven Spire. I've set out in a caravan toward the submerged ruins of Velhorin, accompanied by my trusted allies, Lissa, Eldarion, and 3 outsider guardians, veterans of forgotten wars now seeking glory under my banner. Legend claims the Broken Moon Tome lies hidden in flooded chambers, warded by riddles and elemental perils. Our immediate goal is to retrieve its scriptures before rival forces can twist its secrets to their own ends. Tension hangs heavy in the air, low clouds threaten acid rain tainted with corrupted mana, and every face in our group shows equal parts dread and resolve. Our rough camaraderie comes through in dry jokes about submerged traps and water spirits, but the grim set of their jaws betrays real fear. I know that if we fail at this crucial step, Ravenspire's future will rest in the hands of whoever first unlocks the secret to uniting blood and transcendent mana. We reach the shore of a stagnant lake, its gray waters reflecting half-submerged columns. The ruin's entrance looms as broken arches, mud trickling down ancient stone. Eldarion motions for us to kneel and bless the water with silver mana to reveal a safe path. I sketch an energy circle in the air, red and silver mana intertwining as the lake rises in translucent columns, uncovering stone steps beneath the surface. In single file, we descend, breathing through enchanted tubes. The water closes in, cold as a warning. I sense the ancient mana whispering secrets of aquatic guardians. Suddenly, a flash cuts through the submerged darkness. The glint of mermaid statuettes carved from black coral, their crystal eyes fixed on us, barbed spears jutting from the stone ceiling overhead. The spears pulse with illusory mana, slithering toward the guardian's wrists. Don't look them in the eyes, Lissa warns, sweeping her spectral blade to sever the glowing chains. They are the sanctuary's wardens. Here's the inciting incident. These aren't mere sculptures but living traps. One gaze can imprison your soul in coral columns. Eldarion murmurs dispelling charms, but the stone floor shifts and the ceiling shudders. A volley of dark mana streams fires from the spears, and an underwater roar reverberates through the walls. Intruders! We're forced to react. I channel red mana into clenched fists to blast open a corridor of shattered illusions. Lissa slices through coral chains with precise strikes, Eldarion breaks arcane seals, and the outsider guardians crush rising stone pillars. The tension erupts into aquatic chaos. We must push forward before the crypt resets into living traps. Gathered in the submerged corridor, I trigger a pulse of silver mana that reduces the statues to drifting coral dust. Echoes ripple toward the ceiling, shimmering on water's surface. I press on, swimming with the Mud Knight's mantle swirling behind me, the chalice secured in a magic pouch. Entering the main chamber, my chest tightens. An obsidian pedestal rises before me, and atop it rests the untouched tome, luminous as a full moon. Just as I reach out, the water around me shifts to a blood-red hue, and an ancient voice whispers from the depths. Why do you seek knowledge that brings both burden and glory in equal measure? And then the chamber collapsed.
Quick tip to level up your experience. Read Manhwas and light novels for free. Listen to epic audiobooks. Watch unlimited anime. Play cloud games with no console. And stream the best anime soundtracks. Check the description now and grab your free trials.
Arches of stone above gave way, unleashing a torrent of water and mud. We took refuge under forged overhangs, my heart pounding as a submerged guardian emerged, a colossal aquatic creature carved of coral and obsidian scales, its jaws booming like thunder underwater. Eldarion raised a barrier of silver mana with a sweeping gesture. The immediate reward was in jeopardy. We'd secured the tome, but now had to extract its contents before the crypt flooded entirely. Lissa darted through the currents, severing coral chains and pried open a stone chest on the pedestal. Inside lay the Broken Moon Tome, its pages suspended in a beam of milky blue light. Touching it, I felt ancient mana pulse through my veins. Portal secrets, rituals to transmute blood into mana, limitless power. But then the Guardian lunged, and the barrier trembled. Quickly, I fanned the tome's pages in a water-sealed scroll and located the chapter on the Shadow Bond, a forbidden ritual uniting aquatic creatures for invasion. I realized we couldn't simply take the tome. I had to erase this ritual to prevent future desecrations. Summoning concentrated red mana, I ripped the chapter free, its words dissolving into spectral light. Emotion surged through me. I'd sacrificed a portion of power to safeguard our clan. As the purified pages reassembled, I spotted another title, Path of Living Blood, penned in an ancient hand I recognized, Tiberius's handwriting. A chill ran down my spine. The traitor had something to do with these drowned secrets. The revelation dispelled any complacency. This tome held both salvation and snare. True glory came with the shadows of past conspiracies. As I prepared to surface with the tome, the water around me took on a vibrant purple glow. The submerged guardian lifted a black coral shell, intoning an ancient summoning chant. Mana fragments spilled from the tome, forming energy spheres that threatened to corrupt Lissa's purification ritual. The twist struck like a blade. Our mission wasn't merely to defend the tome, but to sever the bond linking our enemies to the deep. If we failed, the dormant invasion ritual would reactivate, and aquatic armies would march on Ravenspire. I resolved to use the Beast Heart as the counterspell's core. Clenching my fist over the tome, I wove red and silver mana together. Blood and mana, unite to purge these shadows. I shouted. Lissa, poised at my side, spun blades of light to cut through dark currents. Alarion etched runes in the air, sustaining the protective barrier. Our plan: distill the tome's essence, retain only pure knowledge and transmute the rest into protective wards. Every second counted as the crypt roared and the floodwaters surged back. In a choreographed crescendo, I hurled the blade of destiny at the pedestal, burying it deep in dark granite. Red mana erupted like a fiery arc, silver mana spread in a luminous mist. The tome's pages began to spin in a spiraling vortex, drawing power from the Beast Heart. The Guardian's black coral shell shattered in a burst of fragments, and a shockwave swept the crypt. The ground trembled, stones loosened, and we were swallowed by the deluge. My lungs burned, yet the sustainable bubbles enchantment kicked in, keeping us alive. Mana streams converged, forming a pillar of light that shot through the cracked ceiling. The torrent ceased, and the inner lake once again mirrored the moon, free of its dark echoes. The tome, now purified, glowed a serene selenite blue, its corruptions banished. The submerged guardian collapsed into crystalline coral dust, drifting upward in glittering particles that adorned the walls like austere stained glass. As we emerged from the water, the weight of the tome in my hands felt almost feather-light, because the burden of betrayal and the true power of knowledge had been sealed. Lissa exhaled a wry laugh. Who would have thought we'd literally dissolve a guardian? Alarion grinned, wiping sweat from his brow. Now we have the tome without its poison. But upon our caravan's return to the surface, we spotted ships on the horizon, black banners rising above the waters, signaling that the silent invasion was already underway in Ravenspire. The tome was ours, but the real war lay ahead. On a hilltop, I raised the broken moon tome, its white pages shining beneath the moonlight. Yet in the distance, torches flared along Ravenspire's walls, not as beacons of refuge but as siege engines. Messengers raced forward, shouting that troops loyal to a false internal alliance were encircling the ramparts, wielding shadow bond magic to summon ethereal legions. My blood boiled, my mana throbbed in time with the drumbeats of the invaders. They've brought shadows to our gates, but now we'll bring the tome's light to break the siege, I declared, my voice cutting through the night air. With the tome and the Beast Heart in hand, wisdom and fury fused as one, I strode toward the locked gates. Dawn approached, promising not just a new day but the dawn of a new era of blood and mana. Ravenspire awaits, and I will lead its resistance.
Did you enjoy the video? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us know which stories you love most and which ones we should prioritize in future productions. Your support is essential for us to keep bringing you the best manhwa content every day. See you in the next episode.